If you keep entering early and calling it anticipation, this video is for you. We've all been there. You see a setup forming. It looks perfect, almost too good to be true. Your heart starts to race. You feel that magnetic pull toward the mouse, your finger hovering over the button. You tell yourself, I need to get in now, or I'll miss it. So you click. You enter the trade, and for a brief, fleeting moment, you feel a wave of relief wash over you. The tension is gone. You're in the market. Then, you watch. The price, which seems so ready to launch in your direction, starts to hesitate. It pulls back, moving against you. It might even stop you out for a small loss, before finally, and cruelly, moving exactly where you predicted it would go. The frustration is immense. You slam your desk, you let out a sigh. You open your trading journal and write it down again. Entered too early. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. This cycle is one of the most common and destructive habits a trader can have. Let's follow the journey of a trader. Let's call him Alex. Alex is smart. He does his analysis. He knows his strategy. He spots a beautiful head and shoulders pattern forming on the chart. The neckline is clear. The plan is simple. Wait for a confirmed break and retest of the neckline. He sits and watches. The candle approaches the line. His breathing gets a little shallower. He leans closer to the screen. The urge is building. That little voice in his head starts whispering, what if this is the one that just breaks and runs without a retest? Everyone else is probably getting in now. You'll be left behind. The discomfort of waiting becomes almost unbearable. It feels like walking a tightrope. On one side is the fear of missing out. On the other is the fear of being wrong. His brain, desperately seeking to resolve this tension, offers a simple solution. Just click the button. So he does. He front-runs the breakout. He enters before the candle is even closed below the neckline. Instantly, the anxiety disappears. He feels in control. He's taken action. But what has he really done? He's traded the emotional pain of waiting for the statistical pain of a lower probability trade. And sure enough, the price touches the neckline and immediately bounces back up. It's not a real breakout yet. He watches, his brief moment of relief now replaced with a growing sense of dread. He's caught in a trade based on hope, not confirmation. He eventually closes it for a loss, just to see the market properly break the neckline an hour later and make the exact move he anticipated. He writes in his journal, feeling defeated. Why do I keep doing this? To understand why, we need to look inside our own minds. Our brains are wired for survival, and a key part of that wiring is a preference for certainty. Waiting is uncertainty. It's a state of unknown. Will the price break? Will it reverse? The brain hates this ambiguity and will do almost anything to resolve it. Clicking the buy or sell button provides an immediate, concrete outcome. You are now in a trade. The uncertainty of if is replaced by the certainty of now. This action gives you an illusion of control and provides a hit of dopamine, a chemical reward that makes you feel good in the short term. Think of it like this. Waiting for the perfect setup is like holding a compressed spring. The longer you hold it, the more potential energy it builds, but the more tension you feel. Entering early is like letting go of the spring before it's fully compressed. You release the tension, yes, but you also release all the power. You've traded a high potential outcome for immediate emotional comfort. Early entries don't reduce risk, they increase randomness. You're no longer trading your strategy. You're gambling on a feeling. You're paying the market a premium just to soothe your own impatience. So how do we break this cycle? How do we move from being an anxious amateur to a calm professional? It starts by redefining what it means to trade. Professionals understand that their job isn't just to click buttons. Their job is to wait. Waiting is not a passive activity. It is an active part of execution. It is the deliberate, skillful act of non-doing. A sniper doesn't just shoot at every target they see. They wait for the perfect conditions. The right wind, the right distance, the clear shot. The waiting is as much a part of the skill as pulling the trigger. Professional traders have a different relationship with missed trades. They accept them. They know that missing a move is infinitely better than participating in a losing one. They'd rather be late to a confirmed move than early to a false one. A late entry into a strong trend is still a profitable entry. An early entry into a move that never happens is just a loss. They have mentally reframed the experience. They don't see a missed trade as a failure. They see it as successful discipline. They successfully followed their plan, and their plan said, "Don't enter yet." That's a win. So, the next time you're watching a setup form, and you feel that familiar urge, that tension building in your chest, I want you to do something different. Acknowledge the feeling. Say to yourself, there's that feeling of impatience. My brain wants certainty. Then, take a deep breath. Pull your hand back from the mouse. Remind yourself that this discomfort is the price of admission for a high-probability setup. This is the work. Waiting is your job. Start tracking your non-trades. When you successfully wait for confirmation and the trade works, write that down as a victory for your discipline. If you wait and the trade takes off without you, write that down too, as another victory for your discipline. You followed your rules. The goal is not to catch every single move. The goal is to consistently execute your edge with flawless discipline. By doing these, you start to rewire your brain. You begin to associate the feeling of patience not with anxiety, but with professionalism and profitability. Your trading journal should not just be a record of your entries and exits. It should be a record of your emotional state. When you enter early, write down exactly what you were feeling. Felt anxious, afraid of missing out, wanted to be in control. When you successfully wait, write that down too. Felt the urge, but waited. The setup confirmed and I entered per my plan. Over time, you will see a direct correlation between your patience and your profits. The journey from an impulsive trader to a disciplined one is not about finding a new indicator or a holy grail strategy. It's an internal journey. It's about mastering yourself. It's about transforming your relationship with uncertainty. The next time you're at the charts, remember the story of Alex. Remember the feeling of relief followed by the sting of regret. Choose a different path. Choose to embrace the wait. Choose to be a professional. Because here's the ultimate takeaway. The one thing I want you to burn into your memory. Patience is not delay. It is a trading skill. It is perhaps the most important trading skill you will ever develop. It is the bridge between knowing what to do and actually doing it. Master patience, and you will master the market. Thanks so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you on your trading journey. See you in the next video.